Hi there and welcome to my channel. So the way I color for comics differs from how I do it for concept art because the needs are very different. And for this tutorial you voted that I colored the Hat Mouse from Stardew Valley and that I do it in the Clip Studio program. As always, feel free to leave any requests in the comments below and I'll add it to the voting polls for what videos I should do next. So comic art has to be fast and easy to do repetitively in a consistent way, look good in various environments and lighting conditions, and be print friendly. While the concept art has to be eye-catching, atmospheric, and easy to edit because the concept is always subject to a lot of changes once it starts to be tested or implemented. I'd say for my work method, I usually follow these 5 steps. So for comics, I set the color palette ahead of time or use the palette provided by the client, color the line art if there is a budget and time for it, fill the base colors, shade using a pale indigo set to multiply blending mode and about 60% opacity, and in the end I add the highlight to the bright shiny or wet surfaces such as eyes and metals. For concept art, I choose one or more palettes based on what lighting and mood I want for the art. Choose some base colors, add shading according to each color by darkening and skewing to a colder color. For example, if the base is chartreuse, the shade will be teal. As you know, chartreuse is a yellowish light green, so it is a warm yellow, and teal is a cold dark a bluish green. So that's what I was saying about skewing to a cooler color. I then merge the line art to the color layer and blend the colors together using a gouache brush. I'm really starting to love these so much to get some really nice colors and transitions. And here a red or purple line art can get you some really nice effects. Or you can have the lines individually colored for a more discreet transition. And in the end, same as for comics, I add the additional lighting and highlights. As you can see, the two styles are very different, and that is because they serve a different purpose and have different pros and cons. Coloring comics needs to be and is a lot faster because there is less work to be done if you plan properly ahead of time. Concept art is done in pre-production, while comics is the production part. Comics are meant to tell a scripted story, while concept art explores ideas for potential stories. Concept art can also be used to showcase project ideas, pitch ideas to potential investors, or just get the whole production team on the same page for what is expected of them. Changing something as simple as the color of a hat or the shape of it can be a lot of work if you need to change every panel on every page, while changing such detail in concept art is very easy and part of the process since you are figuring out what is the best hat color and shape. For a comic, if someone else decides the color palette for you, then well, you just have to get on with it and make the best of it. But for concept art, you usually have full control or just some guidelines, so you have to make color combinations that look and feel good to make a good impression and get people fired up for a project. Later you'll probably refine that concept art and give up some of the higher concepts or the extra detail because they are impractical once they need to be drawn multiple times for a comic or have to be animated and you have to animate those details, or what look great statically in a certain position from a certain angle, then if you have to change it, it looks less awesome or confusing or outright bad when viewed from another angle, like when it's animated or you have to rotate it. In conclusion, I prefer the painted style for concept art because it's more editable and I can control the colors better on one layer rather than on multiples. Now you can start from a line art, but I usually do not. For concept art, I just skip from sketch to painting because I'm looking to get things done fast and well, and since, well, I now have experience as an artist, I can skip steps and cut corners. If you are starting out, maybe it's best to do the line art and not skip any of the steps over until you get confident and able to move fast. So, thank you so much for watching this far. It always helps me out. If you found this video useful, please do remember to like and comment as well because that helps the channel grow. Thank you. Bye bye.